I am addicted to trade ups. I really hope that you can't relate, but let's talk about it. Once again, this is the yapper video, so it's just gonna be me yapping. There's not gonna be any crazy edits. There's not gonna be any crazy trade ups. So if that's something that you're looking forward to, then slap the like button and let's jump right in. I'll do my best to respond to every comment down below. And in the meantime, you can watch my impeccable CS2 gameplay. If this is your first time stumbling across my channel, I do CS2 Trade Up videos, so essentially doing trade ups is my job. Over the last couple of months, I've been trying to branch out into some non-trade up content, but still around 60 to 70% of my content is still trade ups. And if you know anything about trade ups, they can get really expensive. In fact, I just did my most expensive trade up ever. I was going for the #1 lowest float M4 Knight. It was a 70% trade up and I missed. That is 10k down the toilet and I'm still recovering. Now to help offset that, we have amazing sponsors like today's sponsor Skins Monkey, but I mean obviously they don't sponsor 10k a video. This video was sponsored by Skins Monkey, the best CS2 trading site with the lowest fees out there. My favorite feature is that they don't charge any overpay for low floats, so for example this 0.09 Zeus Dragon Snore costs exactly the same as the bad float ones. You can get up to $5 for free on your first trade if you use code TECHSAVVY, and after about 5 minutes, I managed to find this trade for my Glock Axia for the low flow Dragon Snore and a StatTrak Minimal Wear AK Slate. I actually made $6.90 on this trade. If you're just a little bit short on your balance, don't worry because again, using code TECHSAVVY, you get a 35% deposit bonus. Even if you don't have any skins, they're constantly running 3 giveaways that you can enter without trading or spending any money. Thanks again to Skins Monkey for sponsoring this video. Go check them out. There will be a link in the description in the pinned comment. Now I know most of you skipped that part, but really the best way to support me is to use the sponsor sites. And the reason is that if they see that a lot of you guys used it, then they'll re-sponsor me potentially at even a higher rate per video. And the more they sponsor per video, the crazier videos I can produce. So if you want to see crazier videos, please watch the ads. There is always something for you. There's free giveaways, there's cheap trade up inputs. But anyway, enough of that. Back to trade ups. There's 2 kinds of trade ups. There's the profitable ones and there's the not profitable ones. We are not talking about the profitable ones here. We are pretty much only talking about non-profitable trade ups. So back to the #1 Knight project. That is a video that required me to do an incredible number of trade ups because I had to craft every single input for the trade up, and of course I'm not gonna hit everything first try. So the video I made was nearly 40 minutes long and it was pretty much just trade ups. And I told myself that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get the #1 Knight. And once I decide that I'm gonna do something, there is no stopping. I was 1000% addicted to those trade ups. I just wanted to do it, and the bad part of it, I didn't really care about how much it cost. Well, that is not really true. I did try to make it as cheap as possible, but when I missed a trade up, I just saw it as something that had to be done, and we go again. And of course, even after I got the 10 inputs, I did the trade up, and I missed. I failed at getting the #1 Knight, but you know me, I already decided I'm gonna do it. So in the video, I said that if the video gets 2,500 likes, I'd do it again, and guess what? You guys smashed the like goal. But even before I released that video, I was already doing trade ups for the second attempt. And the reason for that is because I was addicted to those trade ups, and all of a sudden, once I was done with the first attempt, the trade ups just stopped, but the addiction did not, so it got me to do more trade ups. But this time, all of the cheap inputs were already gone because I used them up for the first attempt, so everything is even more expensive. Now, a lot of you guys actually asked me how I could afford to do this. Now, the simple answer is that I saved up a bunch of money, but I think it would be beneficial for me to give you guys a little bit of insight into how this channel works financially. So I have a couple of main income sources. One of them is of course sponsorships, but we also have YouTube ad revenue, which to be honest is a very small fraction of sponsorships, but it is something, and we also have affiliates. So that's the money that comes in from videos, and that can be calculated on a per video basis, so I roughly know how much money every video is going to bring in. But of course, we have to consider expenses. I have to get the video edited, I have to get a thumbnail for it, and of course the trade ups in the video cost me a lot of money in some cases. Now the relationship I want you to understand is that the more I spend on a video, the less money I make, and the less I make, and the less I spend on the video, the more money I make. So this kind of allows me to dial in exactly how much money I make, but of course if I spend less, it's going to be a little bit harder for me to make an entertaining video. Now most videos are still profitable, so I still make money on most of my videos, and that profit, or at least most of it, just went into my business bank account, and I essentially saved it up. And a year and a half ago, I used those funds to start cash trading, and this just means that I buy skins, so the money gets taken out of my account, then a week later I resell them, and the money that comes from the sale of the skins goes back into my bank account. It's a nice little cycle that's going on, and I make some profit every time I buy and sell skins. Now, every time I make a video where I spend so much on trade ups that the sponsor money doesn't cover it, it comes out of my cash trading fund. So that is how I was able to afford this. No, obviously I do not make 10 grand per video, that would be kind of insane. And now I have less money to work with for cash trading, and I have to build that back up. At the end of the day though, this YouTube channel is a business, and losing money on every video is definitely not a sustainable business model. That being said, I do not rely on this YouTube channel to make a living. I am a full-time student and I have a part-time job on the side, and this YouTube channel is really just something that I do as a hobby that happens to make some money here and there. But again, because it's also a business, I can't just be losing money all the time. Sometimes I can afford to spend a lot on a video. My cash trading fund will tank it, but I do have to build it back up before I do it again. And this is why it's a problem if I'm addicted to trade ups, because getting sponsorships encourages me to do even more trade ups because I can just make a video about it. But at some point, that excuse is not valid anymore, because yes, I can make a video, but I can't consistently upload videos where I know that it's going to lose money. And today I'm breaking the cycle. From today, at least in the near future, I'm not going to be doing a single trade up. But don't worry, this doesn't mean that there's not going to be any trade up videos. I have a bunch of videos that I already recorded. This video that you're watching now, I'm releasing way before those, so there's still a bunch in the pipeline, so don't worry, you're not going to miss out on the trade up content. And I do have part 1 of my #1 float night trade up attempt 2 video coming out soon as well, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Now I know this video has mostly been about the money aspects of trade ups and my addiction to them, but this is not only because I'm losing money. I'm also doing this because just mentally doing trade ups and losing them all the time, it's extremely draining. The amount of time and effort that goes into them is absolutely insane, and sometimes you just need a break. Now, if you're experiencing anything like this, honestly, my best advice is whenever you're feeling like degening a trade up, just turn your computer off, stand up, go outside, take a nice little walk. I did that today and it was absolutely incredible. A pretty thick layer of snow just fell where I live and it was really nice. I like to put my headphones on, I like to listen to some music, and don't be on your phone. This is some time just for you to be with your thoughts. It's honestly really gonna change your perspective. A walk can do incredible things for you. And it's not just good because the walk is nice, it's also good because it puts distance between you and trade ups. It literally makes it impossible to degen a trade up. And sometimes, when you're feeling like doing a trade up, all you need is just some time to cool down, and when you get back, you might not feel like doing trade ups anymore. And if that's the case, then the walk did amazing things. Now, if your trade up addiction got really bad, honestly, just delete CS from your computer. Any way you can put distance between yourself and trade ups is good. So just do it. I know it's gonna be hard, but you can do it. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Again, I am not doing trade ups for the next little bit, but it's not gonna affect the videos at all because I've worked so far ahead that I can space things out. So if I weren't saying this, you wouldn't even notice. Again, if you have some thoughts, leave them in the comments below. I will do my best to reply to everything. I got a crazy amount of comments on my last Yapper video, so I might not get to absolutely everyone, but I'll get to as many of you as I possibly can. And also, hit the like button. If you're still here, you clearly enjoyed it, and if you do, that shows me that you like these Yapper videos, and if you like it a lot, I will make more. And finally, just one last thing, by the time you watch this video, we will probably have hit 40 freaking thousand subscribers. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for that. This YouTube channel has really enabled me to do some incredible things with CS2 skins, and I cannot be happier, and you're the only reason that I'm here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. The rate of growth right now is absolutely incredible. If we keep growing at this rate, 100,000 subscribers might happen this year. That is crazy. I never thought we would be even close, and we're almost halfway there. So a massive thank you again for watching and supporting me along the way. I have a lot more absolutely insane videos coming out, so stay tuned. You know what else is massive?